Oh, yeah.
There we go.
I was going to be like, oh, we saw them earlier, but no, like, we saw them during the break when we got nosy about Table 2.
We did.
Yo,
So,
Rex Momentai, Jester Games representative on Table 3, going on a mad one.
we're just going to try and set up the side pieces here, and we'll be good in a second.
Alright.
So,
Yuxo currently Table 6. We've got Bloody on Table 7. Mr. Crash on Table 9.
you know what, I'm going to apologise right now. I do not have access to a terriermon card, so give me 2 seconds and I'll get this out. Do the old Rapidex.
I feel like the Golden Rapid is probably a better one.
Yeah, that's the Golden Rapid, not the...
Yeah, just because they're not always on Rapidex. They probably might be, but
You're right. You know what, I will respect the Golden.
Because most of the power budget on that deck is on those Golden Rapids.
There you go. So that's that one going up there. And then we
Right.
need to,
So Frozen up top, and then Mr. Makiolo on the bottom.
we'll put Mr. Miolo just... You know, go on. Mr... Come on now. Work for me, controllers.
But yeah, there's a bunch of Terriermon players kind of floating around the X1 bracket.
I think it's a deck that's not terrible. It's obviously been kind of forgotten about, and all of a sudden it's like, what did this do again? It's like, yeah, just suspend and then explode, and then I'm going to throw down a couple of aces, and then all of a sudden I got a Quartzmon out, and it's like, oh god. Truby Ace, still a very good card. I think a lot of people forget it's not just for puppets and angels.
It's win-loss draw, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So was that Yuxo taking his first loss last round? No, he won. Oh, he lost earlier, that's why.
There we go.
On the X1 gauntlet.
Right, so Mr. McGillo and Frozen. Very good. I'm looking forward to this. This should be good fun nonetheless. So, are we all ready for a fun time?
I certainly am. Alright, so we're just making sure with the eggs.
I'll just notice that everything's sort of out of shape now. I'm trying to fix that.
So 6 and a 1. Looks like we'll be seeing Frozen go first then. Mirage. Well, I say Mirage. I feel like Frozen is actually on, like, rather than a Galaxy Toolbox. Yeah, rather than Galaxy Toolbox.
How many years?
I mean, he is, but it feels because he's like on that kind of like Hexa Mirage split rather than some other decks where we've seen them start to incorporate that decode Ryugumon. It's still the toolbox. It's just like he's decided to leave one of the tools at home.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to say because it is essentially low end Galaxy into sort of like blue good stuff at the top end.
Yeah, yeah. It's just he's chosen not to incorporate the Ryugu either by choice or by
It's also a feel as well, because sometimes it's just a card that doesn't gel with you, even if it's a good card. And so in this case, it's don't learn a card that you can't really play.
Yeah, and the lines are interesting for it. We are going to see the golden, the Rapid X show up. One thing for all of y'all at home, we picked the Golden Rapid because YOLO's deck is blinged. It is blinged all the way up.
This person likes Terriermon so much they're winning with it. Take that to heart.
Yeah. We talk about Rena Stronger Soldier sometimes. Big up Judge Jambo.
We love you, Jambo.
Judge cool already? Okay, yeah.
Judge cool. God damn, even started yet.
Okay, no, I was just checking.
Okay, so yeah, as you can see in the back there, they have the Terriermon. I believe that is the Structure Deck Terriermon, as well as having a in-training agility out there. So next turn, the Digivolution into a Armour form will be a 0 cost, if that's how they want to play this out. As you can see here, we do have a push out from the Ukamon on the side of Frozen, and that has gone for a search at top 3. Unfortunately, I did not see what he did pull out. And then we do have the Coronamon sitting in the back there looking pretty. One memory on the side of Frozen, anything can go here. Possibly a case of going into a Fiora on top of the Corona, just for the sake of giving it 2 memory to your opponent so they have 1. Or they could hard play down one of the level 4s to do a search. Again, the issue with that is a lot of your top end is not searchable by these cards.
Yeah, that's why we saw him go for those 4s in the back sometimes.
But yeah, we are currently now just... maybe I'll wait for a judge. It seems very strange that no one's doing anything. Maybe not waiting for a judge.
I'm going to undeafen. I'm going to figure out what's going on.
Oh,
okay,
no, there we
never
go.
mind. I think we were just using our brain. I think we were just really thinking about different lines.
That is really good. It's just, unfortunately, when everything's quiet for us, we don't know what's going on ourselves. Guessing is the best way to go. I mean, I'm going to presume that the reason why they're not going to swing with the Ukamon currently is because they want to have the extra chance of searching next turn.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing you want is to hit. Last thing you want is to hit like a tamer out of security, and if you're not getting anything out of it, there's no reason to not just wait.
Yeah, it's not like it's on purple where you kind of want to fall over most of the time and trash a card and draw a card. Putting the memory stopper in the back there for next turn. Willis is out. And then we're going to go into something else. Are we going to keep turn? Or are we going to Digivolve into a Rapid?
Okay, I don't hate this.
No. It's very similar to what we saw earlier with the double Gazzy. We're going to go for a double Terriermon on the follow-up.
Yeah, one memory blocker, and with a memory blocker in the back, this will stop the Coronamon from being able to push to 4. And you also went negative in hand, which is also pretty important.
Mm-hmm. But you do get access to that Mirage if that's what you want. Go for
probably
the flare.
Implies that there's a Mirage in hand already.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good pickup still. Although obviously you can only go off of the level, the named ones, so Nightclaw or Lightfang.
I do love that we did see the little tap for the memory, and then just the
No.
exacerbated hand movement like that. All right, yep. This is where the Flaremon is going to be quite useful, because as much as the Blueger stuff does freeze and bounce, like Flaremon just straight up getting rid of these cards is so much more important. Because I think even the Gargomon, the on delete Gargomon, still plays the Terriermon from hand. I don't think it plays from trash.
I'm not sure. The thing it might be from hand, yeah. It makes more sense.
It doesn't matter. Gargomon's like a fake card.
You don't really see people run it. I don't know if he's running in this list at all, but yeah, generally people are trying to push more of the Armour stuff in than they are the Gargomon stuff. Occasionally you do see a Windengo, because obviously you want the on play or when Digivolving pop.
I love Wendegomon. But as much as like Wendegomon, I feel like is slightly more of like a Lotmon card than it is a Terriermon card. But I don't know, card's still cool.
Yeah, I mean, you are playing the Ace as well, so you can get out the level 4s and level 3s a bit easier. So you do get the chance of going like, whoopsies, I popped to level 4, or I popped to level 3.
This matchup seems like it's going to be kind of rough. Good stuff though. I mean, he's kind of forced to do it this way, but good stuff from Frozen to be using the 4 to kind of like extend here rather than going for the 3. But he really needs to make a Flaremon here.
Yeah, he's got to get rid of the memory booster, or the memory stopper over there. He's just stopping him from doing anything really. Yeah,
so we get to go for reduced cost to evolve for
1,
0.
For 0, okay.
0 actually, yeah, because it's -1 from the egg and then -2 from having things. So now we can use the rookie effect to gain the 2.
Very good.
See, look at that. We talked about memory efficiency the first time we saw Frozen using the Galaxy cards, and now he's gone and done all of that with maximum efficiency.
Did he listen to us before? Probably not, but we can say
Probably
he did.
Not. I would assume that the European champion does know these lines if he's been grinding it, and just simply chose to do it so that way he'd get the 1 choke class game. And this time he's going for 0.
Max efficiency.
I think we're just confirming how we got to where we were. We're just replaying the whole. I think we're just replaying the whole turn and explaining how we got here. Because admittedly, just because you know how your cards work does not mean your opponent understands what's going on as you do sleight of hand 15 times.
Yeah, Galaxy is just one of those weird decks where you either know it or you don't, and it's one of those decks where it's been very unpopular until literally the last like 3 or 4 weeks, and if you don't have anyone who plays it near you, even with all your playtesting, it's just a deck you won't see.
Yeah, and at locals, sometimes you do just go, yeah, whatever, bro, I believe you. But here in, round 6, table 1, the yeah, bro, whatever doesn't quite go the same way.
Yeah, I believe you, man. You say it does what now? Yeah, sure, don't worry about it. It's like, no, what does it do and how does it do it?
All right, so now we're going to get the freeze on the Terriermon, so it can't suspend. Oh my goodness, are we still fighting this memory? What is going on?
Okay, that's that. It's also down now. Okay, we understand this. Do we go up into something cool now is the question. That's not meant to be a cold joke.
Ooh, there goes the Willis.
Oh, there you go then.
Ooh,
do what happened to that poor Terriermon?
Yeah, there goes the Willis.
So yeah, unfortunately, everyone's best friend Willis is now gone, and that is kind of the cool thing about this deck. He's one of the very few decks that does have tamer interaction, as we spoke about at the end of the last round, and you kind of get to see it in full force here. Willis is very good for this deck, and unfortunately, not being on the field for the turn where you want to be able to go up into your bigger costing things is annoying.
Yeah, we were on
You're on 1 before, right?
Yes, and Hexablow evolves for 3, right?
I thought it was 4. Might be 3.
I know Mirage is 4, but I don't remember how much Hexablow.
I feel like Hex is 4
evolves.
because it's really chunky. It's like a really big costing one.
Hexablow is 4, yeah.
Gained a memory somewhere? Not that I'm sure.
We were on 3. No, we were on 2.
Okay, there we go then.
We went up to 3, spent 1 for the Cressa, and then
4 on the right.
4.
Yeah, okay, everything's good then. Yeah, so currently not much is going on with this poor little golden boy. Although it's very pretty to look at.
Yeah, BT8 Rapid's a gorgeous card. I do obviously like the starter deck one, but the BT8 alt art really is just
The chunky body. The chungus. Yeah, I think they did a very nice job on both of the alts, to be fair. Obviously, the original is amazing, but yeah, and then having the full foil backgrounds on these are also quite nice as well. Unfortunately, there's no tamer in the back here, so I do believe that the Rapidmon isn't as good as it was before.
Yeah, no suspension is pretty important. Not being able to be removed is pretty big. So even if we do pick up the Apollomon here and it swings at security, it is gonna it is not gonna be able to delete the Rapid, and that's even if it makes it into security. Because Mega Gargamon Ace is certainly a card that exists.
Yeah, you can threaten the ace. You can see chance of Mega Gargamon coming up here. Just remember that Mega Gargamon is only on Digivolution, does not have an on-play effect. It's one of those ones that don't. So don't try and hard slam them down at your locals because they don't do anything.
Yeah, thank goodness. Instead, they just gave it an end of attack. Monka S.
You just have a big blocking butt. So that's
oh, he doesn't have a tamer. It's not immune. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Because he got rid of the Willis already. There's no tamer effects. There's no. It's big that you've evolved into this, and there's nothing you can do with it.
Yeah, when you said the Rapid, I was thinking the Rapid that was underneath the Rapid.
No, sorry.
You know,
the Rapid, not the Rapid.
Yeah, my mistake. Getting my Rapids mixed up with my Rapids.
Yeah. Thanks, Bandai. We love it.
Me when I am Mega Gargamon Ace.
Which flavour do you want to go? I'm going to go for a Rapid. Good. Again, no memory boosting over here, though, thanks to the terriermon currently on the field. As we saw in the last round, 2 memory stoppers is just goddamn insane, and it's very annoying to play with.
If there were no level 4s, I don't know why we didn't pick up the Mirage. Or the Apollo, because, like, Mirage clears the body. Apollo... Actually, no. Apollo technically doesn't fix it. All right, never mind. We did have 4s. We do just be thinking a whole lot. Which I guess makes
sense. 2 of those, yeah.
With the memory blocker on board,
yeah.
You can't autopilot because you lose so much tempo. Once again, we're seeing optimal lines here.
Doing our best. Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of these, as you said, like, this deck so revolves around just gaining memory for no reason that when you can't gain memory, it's just like, I have to play a different deck now.
Yeah, you have to be really, really efficient. Before, when you had the blue tamer, at least doing things like this, where you would evolve the 4 and then cycle it back with the red tamer, you'd be able to gain memory off the blue tamer as well. But nope. I mean, Frozen is 2 for 2 on finding the flares off of the terriermons. It does lock him out of most of the rest of the line, but
you still got Apollo. If you just have an Apollo in hand, you just have access to a big punchy blitzy boy now, and that's kind of what you need sometimes. Just a very aggressive thing. Obviously, there is Mega Gargo to deal with as well, but if you get rid of the Rapid beforehand, that'd be just amazing.
Yeah. Now Apollo would have gone crazy.
Yeah.
But we're just going to keep cycling here. There's no real reason to not just go.
Yeah.
Go mental.
Now you got 2 cards you can go sideways. There we go. Put it to the bottom again. Go into another level 4.
Yeah.
Gonna go. Oh no. All right then.
0 cost Evo. He doesn't pay for it at all.
Awesome. Yeah, fun times.
And then
gain some memory back. How many cards you got hand there? You got
8 cards.
8 cards. So give me 2 memory. Very good. And yeah, then we just
so.
play. How many times can we shank you in the back? We do get to have only 1 swing here. I don't think there's any +1 in the stack for Mirage. There might be jamming. There you go. First check though with the Uka gets rid of the can't play things by effects. The poor Pomamon.
We really are looking good. Oh, those are Faerun sleeves. They're really clean.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. I thought they were really nice, really tasteful as well.
Yeah, with the borders, they look real good.
Mm.
It kind of reminds me of how the heroin collection
Yeah,
set.
it's got a very similar vibe to it. If only it wasn't so also weird.
I actually really like the heroin set. I think they did a lot of the characters pretty tastefully.
So I like the Sakuyamon. I think that looks really nice.
I like the Sakuya. I think I like all of the actual tamers. I think they did really well.
Mm. So I'm not a fan of Merva. I think just because it's a weird looking card anyway. But
Yeah, Mova is. She's a very busy design.
Mm. Right, so currently in a board state of you can swing at me if you want to, but you got to swing at me.
Yeah, one choke. I don't see any reason to like overextend. With no tamer, it means we can't even do something like slam rapid for 7.
Yeah, that's kind of thinking. It's very weird that even going slow doesn't make too much sense here on the side of Frozen because what's going to be in security? Maybe a
Giant missile.
Yeah, I think Giant Missile, maybe a Heaven's Judgment. Those are the only two things I can really think of that's going to be scary for you. I think it has jamming, so you have to worry about cracking into a Quartz or a Mega Gargamon or a Rapid if they're the same DP, so that shouldn't be an issue in terms of what's scary body-wise.
No, going -1 from hand. Still at 8 though, because we drew for turn and then only managed to pitch 1 card. So you're in kind of like that kind of rough zone where you're going to constantly be giving over 2 memory every time cards are added.
Yeah, is that 7 or is that 8? Well, it's going to be 8 if he draws a card, I suppose. So yeah, it's going to be a very awkward.
Yeah, we're on 8 already, so this will be pushing back up to 9.
Yeah, it does suck. Unfortunately, that is the way though. Sometimes you've lost your key difference here, which was the Willis, and since then it's just been
Starting
just
to get
no
a bit thin
battle.
on the deck. Because we've lost no security as well, so we haven't revealed some of these unknowns.
Mm.
Again, I still prefer seeing the tamers go sideways for these 4s, but obviously now that your 4s cost, I mean your 4's costing 4 anyway, like or your 6 is costing 4 anyway, does mean that they're kind of expensive finishes, but we're just gonna use them to print the memory.
Yeah, I mean, that just makes sense that you
cheaper.
want to just cycle it around where you can, getting rid of the cheap stuff first. And then, as you said, like, top end's very expensive, so do it then instead. But, I mean, that's it. Another source of jamming in is going to be very efficient for any of these cards that want to punch out now. I mean, if we do have Apollo, maybe that'll be the case to start swinging heavily into security now.
Yeah, looking at it, it feels like Frozen last time he did the early tap of the tamer was just because he couldn't gain the memory, not because he recognized that it was better memory usage. So part of me wonders if he just doesn't realize that he's squandering memory.
Maybe. But then when you got so much memory, does it really matter?
Yeah, when you've got this much, you don't really have to be efficient with it.
No. Obviously, we saw both good efficiency and bad efficiency earlier with, obviously, when he couldn't do it, he knew what to do. It's obviously just a sign of someone who can play the deck. But at the same time, when you have 8 memory, I'm going to throw it to the wind.
Yeah, they do say that scarcity breeds innovation. So
yeah, we saw it work, so can't complain about that. I do wonder though if he is technically just trying to dig deeper into the deck because he needs to get access to an Apollo. And
I think this Apollo is going to hit for 4 checks.
There we go.
Yeah,
Can he do that?
Just everything.
Can he go for a Hanku? He did
Yeah,
for
he's
blue,
already
right?
done it. He's unsuspended. That's everything. And yeah,
just take away that security. Oh yeah. GG.
My go Apollomon.
There you go. So Apollo can digivolve over blue, right?
Yes, he
Yes, that's
digivores over any red or any blue, and then they have the Lightfang Nightclaw tags, which were entirely redundant. But the fact that obviously we got a yellow Agumon was kind of just showing that they were future-proofing for going outside of red-blue.
I mean, yeah, that was good. I think it's probably still a very good tamer. Obviously, a level 3 rookie Digimon. Obviously, it's not used in any of these decks, and occasionally you might see it in a Shine Greymon deck list because it technically works for that deck too. But
it's a Shine card that it is a Galaxy card.
Yeah,
it's kind of
that Gaomon though. That's Gaogamon. He just says no.
Gaogamon's crazy.
I'm good everywhere. Are you blue? Are you Nightclaw? Are you Lightfang? Put me in.
Yeah, it's a crazy good card.
Really that's the end of game 1, everyone. So 1 to Frozen. Unfortunately, Mr. Mercurial didn't really get a chance to show off what terriermon can do, unfortunately. But hopefully, into game 2, we'll see more of the explosive power of this Armour deck.
It's where you can kind of see where the kind of heavy lean on the um, blue good stuff. Like traditionally before, if you were running 6 megas, you would be on like a 3-3 Apollo Diana, or if you were running 8 megas, you go 4-4 Apollo Diana, or like Diana, like Apollo. Yeah, no, it'd be like Diana plus something else, like the Mirages. But yeah, like the lean into the blue stuff to control board, and then just chill until you can make a 4-check Apollomon.
I have
Yeah,
10
fair.
memory. I can gain another 10 memory. What do I do? Let's keep going in circles.
And unfortunately, as much as Rapid does have some fantastic control options and is quite sticky, it is still an armor deck at the end of the day. So losing to bounce is very, very normal. So the fact that we have access to such heavy bounce does cause some problems for terriermon. This is a really hard matchup to kind of navigate.
I mean, we do obviously have Rapid level 5 that is very good at just saying no thank you. Obviously, the issue here was to get that to work, you had to keep a tamer on the field, and unfortunately, Hexa said no thank you. So, but going into this, I wonder who's going to go first this time. Do you want to set up the Terriermon in the back and then have a Willis early into the game to try and just go up to your level 5? Or do you want to go second and then you just hope that you're given a poop ton of memory?
Righty. I think Rapid doesn't mind going first here. Especially because you've seen that Frozen's on Ukomon, so...
So I think Mr. Yellow's going to keep his hand. And Frozen's like, it's got words in it.
Yeah, I think this...
No, they're both going to mulligan, I
Mr.
think.
McYellow's going first.
So Mr. McYellow is currently mulliganing. He didn't seem to like his hand. And then we're going to go over to Frozen, who's going to say, no, I'm going to keep my hand. So
When you're mulliganing and they keep it, you never feel particularly good about it.
Sometimes, though, there's certain decks where it's a case of if I mulligan, it's going to be a worse hand. So sometimes it's better to have a bad hand than a terrible hand.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that we went the distance with the last time we saw Frozen on stream because of that horrendous brick. So sometimes maybe you make a mid-roll hand, you're up a game.
So yeah, you're in a winning position at this point. You know, you can go for a slightly bad hand and just try and roll it through like we did see last game where, you know, making 3 big stacks for the fun of it. But yeah, I think in this case it's take a hand that can play rather than a hand that's going to possibly disappear into nothingness. Oh, we have seen that they are going first on Mr. McGill's side. They do play out the
Memory blocker
again, yes. So and then into X antibody.
Right.
Okay, build up at the back, get some extra draws going, get early into a double typhoon. Yeah, very cool.
All right, so we can pick up a Rapid and one such tamer,
which we have. Very good. Also, again, beautiful deck. Look at it, it's all shiny and blinged out.
Yeah,
apparently that
definitely
Terry must have been a naughty boy. He got smashed to the floor.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like the memory blocker Terriermon kind of held hostage for so long, so I get wanting to do it that way.
If I remember correctly,
I guess...
the Terriermon X has piercing as inheritable.
Yes.
Yes, it makes it a little bit more interesting in some of those decks if you do get to go sideways with your opponent's side and just slice through early if possible. I mean, you don't want to leave things on the field for your opponent to mess around with.
The worst bit is as well, I don't think like that Rapid as well is going to be evolving for regular cost, which is a shame because it only goes for 3 over Terriermon, not Terriermon in name.
Ooh.
So by going into Terrier X, you are giving up the reduction, but then the reduction obviously offsets it.
Yeah.
Ideally, you want to go into the starter deck one because that one's Terriermon in name, so you can actually go into a 2-cost Golden Rapid.
It could be a hand, to be fair. We haven't seen what's in the hand. It could just be a case of I want to grab this because it's going to be useful next time. Also, double Typhoon to play out a Terriermon or a Lotmon for free. So you do get to just go, all right then, and then just Digivolve on top of it, have an extra blocker or have a way to DP reduce or suspend
I
something.
think that's why we were thinking about the memory blocker Terriermon before, which is why we're kind of annoyed to get rid of it.
Playing a Mimi though.
Yeah, fair enough. Stay in the back.
Yeah, good choice.
Get to go neg from hand as well.
There we go. 6 cards, pretty good. 3 memory on the side of Frozen right now. Push out into the sun, and then go up into Flare. No, sorry, Fiara. Do a search or Luna. There we go.
Electrospawn down.
There we go.
1, 2, 3. Swing and a miss.
Jesus. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, that was a dead search. It happens occasionally, unfortunately. None of those cards read the trait, I'm afraid. So there's no...
That's the alt Mirage. I guess he does own some alts for it.
I mean, to
But
be
this was
fair...
fully min rare.
I say, to be fair, Frozen was the Mirage kinging, so it makes sense that you blink out that deck a little bit. And then going up into... Because they've got all the babies in... Sorry, the rookies in alt art, right? So they go going into the Gao for...
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. Then guess it gets Mirror back. Gao, draw a card. Go up into any of your level 5s if you've got them, unless you want to do some more scooping. Do you fancy it, is the question? Do you really want to try do another search?
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to.
Then go to level 5, and then...
Can't stun the Tamer, unfortunately. And then double Digimon. Yo! Smoked.
I mean, yeah.
Smoked.
That's... This is oppression. You thought Mirage was paying tax. Unfortunately.
On the one hand, at least we can crack the double Typhoon.
Yeah, get something on the
Play
field.
out Rapid for free, yeah. Crack the double Typhoon, play out the Terrier, reduce the cost of a guy by 2?
Yeah, it costs 2 instead of 3 then, right? Or 3 instead of 4. I mean, obviously it depends what's on the...
It costs 3 for the Rapid. I'm just wondering if you can actually use this terriermon main effects if you're trying to keep turn. Alright, so 1 cost Willis. Use Willis to reduce the cost of Rapid, so we go into a 2 cost Rapid, so effectively get to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Suspend the...
You get your Tamer on the field, so it keeps it there for a Hex if it comes down now. Suspended, minus by...
We can't shrink it off. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Evolve for 4.
I mean, yeah, that is the play. You can go from 4 to 6, very similar to the other Armour deck that's currently in the format. Not as obviously thought about as often as Magna being the ignorant swine that he is, but Rapidmon still has some good keywords on it and some good not-so-keywords on it too. Back over to Frozen here. Obviously, still stuck with that Terriermon X in the back there. If you do get enough memory somehow on a following turn, you can tap the Mimi to go sideways to pull it out, but I don't think that's going to be the plan. I think
more likely we're going to see the we're going to see a Rapid X in hand. Like, we're going to see a Rapid actually get evolved.
Yeah.
Because we've been pushed to 3. So the interesting thing is, because you have the level 6 on board, you can make the Rapid... You can make the Golden Rapid in the back if it's the ST one. Spend your 3, tap the Mimi, pull it out.
Yeah.
But
Go for a search. Okay.
Ooh, Ashpid it.
Got the Rapid there. Yeah, got another Rapid X. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a case of they are a bit stuck or if it's a case they're just trying to get rid of the cards from their hand that they can try and push with further. Obviously, we are in a bit of a situation where...
I don't think this Rapid goes sideways at all.
No, I don't think it does. No, we lied. It's going sideways.
Alright, never mind. Going 13k, hits Apollo, but we're bigger because we're sideways?
Nope.
Are we not?
Nope. Isn't it 11k?
Terriermon.
I don't know then. Is Rapid...
Wait, is this card trash?
Rapid X is like 11k or something. It's very small.
Oh, yeah, it's 11k, never mind. This card's trash.
So it basically hits 12-12, gets to armor, and then goes back into it again. I mean, that's one way to get rid of the turn, put it over there.
It technically ended up working out better.
Yeah. So it doesn't sound great, but it did its thing. It did its job. And then we have access to... Oh, come on, yeah, coming out there, do the search. What do we want to have?
Mostly because, yeah, it's a new command in the back. So they're like Frozen's on and off turn. He can't get out and punish from this position.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, on 3 memory, even if he was to try and drop an ace, there's no cheap enough aces to then be able to make the Mirage on top of it.
4 is the cheapest you're going to go here. And, yeah, what's the point to this point? I'm not sure if they're actually running the aces without checking the deck list here, but we're not going to do that. But what we'll say is...
There's no space in this for...
I feel like the files are very much in concrete now, where it's the big fish, the rabbit, and the somewhat furry lion. So
Whereas on his hind legs.
yeah, he's up again.
That's how you know he's an ultimate.
That's how you know he's a Pokemon, right?
I do find it very funny that Coronamon is on his hind legs, goes beast mode for the fort, and then was like, I'm tired of that, and then stands back up and never is like, why did I do that? He had his awkward teen years.
He's like, I'm going to be different, and then he goes like, you know what, that was silly. I'm just going to stand back up again.
It's like, my back hurts.
Yeah, I'm going to be a proud lion man. I don't know if we're just thinking of what to do here currently on the side of Frozen, or if he's got a couple of plays he wants to try and work out, but obviously Ukamon can't digivolve into anything currently.
Yeah, I think I was wondering whether he could just, like, memory efficiency wise, he could have slammed a 5, so I think he was just figuring out whether that was worth it or not.
Yeah,
so evolving in the 4 in the back, and with no memory blocker Terriermon yet.
Up enough one, put down another Terriermon. There we go. Unfortunately not. There you go, Willis for a reduced cast. Go sideways, digivolve for a cost of 1. There you go, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that double clears.
There we go then.
Really well done. And you get the memory back. Still no... There it is.
That's what I say. I wonder where it's going to turn up. There we go. Got it now.
We're not tapping the Mimi?
I mean, you can do it later, can't you? Because you still got...
No, because if you hit another level 6 in security and die, you
I suppose
have a 5 on board.
What's the odds, right?
Oh, there it...
Ooh. Oh, we're thinking about it.
Thinking about it. Do
you want to go sideways? Maybe you should.
I think you do, right?
I think you do. I think you need to start putting as much pressure on possible to try and get next turn, because at this point you're looking at the barrel of a gun.
Yeah, it also just means that you have 3 Mega Gargamon ace targets, and Frozen actually cannot afford to go sideways. Because, like, if there's 2 bodies here, I think you are low-key in danger. Obviously, they don't run Zudo,
Well, there you
but
go. I would have... okay, it's immune, so it can't really be dealt with. But at the same time, as you said, I would have looked at doing it. But at the same time, now it is immune. You can just go into Mega Gargamon Ace and you can't deal with it at all now.
Yeah, the only thing I'm concerned about is Hexablow.
Can only get rid of 1 Tamer, unfortunately.
Hexablow is trash any 4 Digivolution cards of your opponent's Digimon. So right now, one of these Willises can get... One of these Tamers can get suspended because he didn't push up. If he'd pushed up, there would be too many sources, so there would be no instances of a Digimon that has no sources.
Yeah. Going to the fish.
So we'll see if it matters, but it's something, maybe matchup inexperience, but it's something that would, like, legitimately does matter.
I mean, we both agreed, to be fair, that we should have probably had everything on the field, maybe turned everything sideways for the sake of it, and just had just a presence on the board.
It might be that he doesn't have another rookie in hand, so he doesn't want to... Because he's been, like, shooting these rookies from the hip with double Typhoons. So it might just be that he doesn't have another rookie and doesn't want to get caught on an off turn. He'd rather have a Digimon that can, like, kind of push up and play.
Put some pressure down. I mean, it makes sense. I don't disagree with that. But at the same time, though, it is a case of... No, you're avoiding the... Yeah, you can push out when you want to now. Yes, it's not so bad.
Oh, actually, this also plays around Death X. Like, not that Death X is really something that you would be worrying about in Galaxy Toolbox, but
it does.
I mean, every handyman carries a hammer, so... Yep, there's the Hexablast, so we're going to be losing a Tamer because of this.
There you go. They are at 3 memory, though, so losing the Mimi isn't as bad as I think it is. Obviously, losing the effect to pull swing out your breeding area, but at the same time...
Yeah, taking your off-turn back is pretty huge.
Yeah.
The other thing as well is Ice Clad matters.
It does. It is bigger... You can... if they push out the Rapid and it can somehow go into X antibody and swings... It's bigger, it's got more sources, and it can shrink it, right? Or is it because of the crest it can't shrink it?
No, I mean, it can shrink it, it's just the crest is plus 2k, so you're going to have to do a little bit of extra hard work.
Yeah. I'm just thinking X antibody can go higher than it can block, right? But I think it would just die if it tried to block the... that, and it also has piercing as well, so you don't really want to block it.
Yeah.
But it's the only real way you're going to get rid of it. Okay, we're going to another Fish. Push out the same goddamn level 3 again.
It's interesting because even if you swung, like if you try and swing over the Rapid X here,
I'm a little confused that they didn't push out the level 3. Maybe it's not level 3 underneath it. Has to be level 3, right?
I think he's about to.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
He's going through the resolution.
There you go. That's been on the field 3 times now in this turn.
Yeah, Lunamon is
there we go.
Always checking in.
But you can't bounce the level 5. So there we go. So here we go. All right, this is going to be a pretty good turn. If there is another excellent away in hand, which there could be, this might be a
pretty
case.
low on time. Yeah, we start basically on the hour or close to, sometimes 5 minutes behind. So we spent about 40 minutes. So
We've got 16 minutes left of this round, if that helps anyone.
16, okay.
For me and KT, we are using. Well, I'm using a Cairo. I'm not too sure what KT's using in terms of his camera. And then the gentleman who are currently playing, I'm not too sure, but you'll have to ask them when the game finishes. Probably best to find them on Twitch rather than on the YouTube channel.
Nice cheap Rapidmon. So we do get the Digivolve.
See, Hex, it's probably good to get rid of Hex as well. Obviously, so that way you got the lingering effect of it not being able to swing. Now you've got 3 swingers on the board. There's no you weren't going to run bloody
We know
Rockies, are you?
We know Paladin Ace is in the list, so I don't think he can afford to go sideways.
I'm pretty sure
now.
we've already seen it go to the bottom of the deck, and it's still at the bottom of the deck, so that's something you don't have to worry about too much because it was on the first Yokomon, I believe it was.
Yeah, it's just I don't know how many cards we've searched at this point that.
True.
That I don't know if it's still at the bottom or if we made it to the
Somewhere
top.
in the middle, yeah, that's true.
If we have another Rapid X, it'd be really funny.
I feel like he does have another Rapid X, but maybe he's just trying to figure out what can he do first before he commits to it. I mean, everyone's immune to it, basically everything that the deck can do to it at the moment, so...
This has to be bait. This has to be bait.
Block me, bro.
Yeah, he's absolutely baiting an ace. Surely.
So we call him the judge?
What are we judge calling? Or
Come
what
on.
are we checking?
Yeah. Can my opponent swing at me? Yes, anytime they want to swing at you. Because the Rapid isn't immune to anything anymore, so, maybe just let it hit security, bounce it, whatever. There you go, fish for a 7 for a 7. There you go. Rapid. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, I would have thought that you would have swung the other one first.
I wonder if it's a case that you want the other one to spend it so it blocked it and then you swing over it with the Rapid, maybe. Because obviously got piercing, so maybe he's just thinking of trying to get rid of things. Okay, then you can... What you do here is the question. I mean, that's the thing. Do you swing for the sake of it? Do you get blocked?
All turns when opponent's Digimon's deleted in battle. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we gain back 4 memory here if he shrinks off anything with... If he manages to shrink with another Rapid X, it does an obscene amount of memory.
Just prints memory back, yeah. Basically just cost you 0 to Digivolve.
The memory doesn't...
No, okay. Hard play it. Can't be interacted with, basically, by anything that they can do.
Yeah, I don't hate it, actually.
No, I don't hate it.
We've drawn a lot of cards, so I wonder if he's trying to play for deck out.
Either deck out, or maybe he has Mirage in hand and he's waiting for him to swing at him and just goes, whoopsies.
You said there's like 15 minutes left, right?
About 14, 13, yeah. So we're getting close to sort of the timing. Yeah, 30 minutes left, so...
Yeah, we're getting to the point where I don't think we're playing for a win. I think we're playing to snatch points off of Frozen.
Maybe. Unfortunately, that's not a great way of playing the game either way, but I can understand that.
I mean, you're both undefeated, but whilst you're down...
Yeah, you want to...
I don't think there's any world where Rapid kills someone fast enough in under 10 minutes. And so I think the goal is to slow this down to a crawl and then win the turn after. Yeah. That also, Frozen has 1 security and there are 3 bodies on board.
That too. As I said, I've got a funny feeling it's waiting to just throw down a Mega Gargamon Ace and be like, it's uninteractable and it's on the field and just annoy your opponent.
Oh, goodness gracious me.
Yeah.
That is 4 sources.
That is 4 sources.
Goodbye, Willis.
Yeah. Sorry, Willis. That was also only the first out of the breeding area too.
Yeah. It's funny to think we could have had more tamers on board if we'd pushed up that turn earlier. But
I'm not sure if they were worried about it just being removed or if there was something else they thought was going to be the issue, but yeah, it did seem a bit strange.
It'd be an interesting one to look back on for Mr. McYolo to see, like, kind of what they
could he
were
have changed, or what? Because obviously he knows what's in his hand and we don't. So it's a case of it's okay us going, yes, he should have done this, but we don't know what's in his hand. So
Yeah, and like if you're used to playing into decks where Death X is a problem, you were looking at what, 3 tamers on board. You would have been pushing
2
up your
bodies as well.
fourth, your third body. So that would be 3 times 6, 18 2 cost Death X. It's
not great.
Asking for a lot of trouble.
I mean, I don't, as you said, I don't really think I've ever seen someone play Death X in Galaxy before. But technically, Death X would make sense in a Galaxy, just not in the deck.
It makes sense to just be like a card, your 50th card.
Because he's always a good one of in a or got a slot spare. What do I do? Yeah, throw a Death X in there, or if you've got the colours for it, throw a room mode in there. Not in this one. Do not put a room mode in this one. There's no colours for it. Make sure your opponent just randomly goes yellow, and you go, okay, then room mode.
But yeah, despite despite spending 2-3 rapids to get rid of these hexablaus and these mirages, we've unfortunately managed to put new hexablaus and mirages back on the board.
It is annoying, unfortunately. Yeah, I think they are running a very high count of both. So normally it's a case of like I'm only have to be scared of 4 megas, but in this deck it's like you've got to be scared of like 10 megas.
Yeah, Galaxy has traditionally run a higher mega count in general. So one of these rapids can't suspend. We do need to get rid of the Cressamon. I think more so than the Mirage, the Cressamon needs to go.
So as far as I'm aware, there's no aces in the deck, so you don't have to worry about being aced upon. But yeah, it's a very annoying card.
He has to worry about a level 7 aces. Because I think we've drawn it, like, looking at how much of the deck we've drawn, it's
there's a good chance Paladins come out now.
Pally Ace has to be in the deck.
Yeah.
But then again, also, if the Pally Ace is in the deck, surely there's no... Yep. That's not ideal.
No, I mean, I'm not too sure what he was looking for. Maybe he was looking for a giant missile or...
I mean, either way, we're about to get memory scammed, no?
Yeah, could you draw a card? There's nothing here that says stop gaining memory, so... Yeah, you added a card by an effect, so it should give you memory back of, I think, at least 2. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, I think we're missing the Mirage tax.
Has the Mirage tax been paid?
Because I think he was at 2, right? He's got 12 cards in hand. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too sure. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what the player was. I don't know what's in his head that he thinks he can do to like pull this back now. And that's not a dig at him or anything. It's just, was it worth it just to maybe throw a swing out with one of those ones that can suspend?
No, I don't think so. I think you have to stay upright because it means that he can't try and fight for Iceclad. Because you're gonna have the Mega Gargamon Ace. The Mega Gargamon Ace can lock you down pretty hard. I'm gonna gain 1 million memory now.
It's the National Fund.
Alright, yep, maxed out join out of 10.
Well, at least I don't play burst mode in this deck, right?
He was talking about it in the Twitch chat. It's fun having 10 memory. It certainly is.
Yeah.
I don't even think he needs the burst mode, unironically.
No, just say you're surprised that they don't, right? It's just, well, I've got a level 7 that can't be basically interacted with again.
I think it's because you're not on 4 Mirages. Like, the fact that you're on less than 4, because, like, yes, it can go over the Hexablau, but the Hexablau's there to lock down.
Oh, we got another one.
Yeah. Should just move that memory back to 10. Bounce the one that can suspend. So yeah, this takes Mega Gargamon Ace like completely off the board as an option.
Oh, there we go.
Pally Ace, reset your own deck.
Yeah, because at this point it's
Make
like
sure the deck out.
Yeah, you got all 2 cards left there, frozen. I mean, to be fair, there's not a lot in your trash either. To be fair, so you're not exactly pretty much back. 1 card in trash. Jesus Christ.
I mean, this is game now because the Pally Ace can just spin both. This is 3 checks on board.
Yeah. I mean, no, because Mega Gargamon doesn't DD evolve, does it?
No, it doesn't. It just stops you from evolving and stops you from unsuspending. But being able to spin it before it happens is more important.
I mean, you can go for the Rapid X, right?
True. In fact, it probably mattered.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the fact that we haven't seen it means we probably just didn't have it, which is crazy.
It is crazy.
I think
they're only in 2 of it, though, to be fair. So it's a case of, like, you either do or don't. Ooh, shiny. Yeah. There we go. 2-0 to Frozen. Unfortunately for Mr. Mr. Merciolo, did try their best here in this one. I think it was just a case of once that uphill battle starts, you're fighting the Earth
it's
itself.
hard. It's really, really hard.
Here's the thing with Galaxy, though, itself. It's one of those decks that if you try and check early and you don't survive, you basically don't get to play for 4 turns and there's no point playing. But vice versa, if you just get that first stack out and it doesn't get removed, it's... Yeah, you're not playing the game either. Apparently they did have the Trubies in hand, though. Obviously it's not going to help too much here, but could have done something, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Truby is really, really nice. Not everyone runs them.
And then let's have a quick look at the timing. We have 6 minutes left, so I think it's going to be a case of just going back into our little quiet corner for 10 minutes and just call it what it is, which is a fun game. It was a really good fun round 6. Unfortunately for Mr. Yo-Yo, Mr. Loyo, YOLO, doesn't actually get to do too much here in terms of pushing it out for it, that 6-0 victory. But still, 5-1 is pretty good, and we're going to have at least one more round, right? So if somebody can take Frozen down, it could be Dr. Zeus.